That's 8-year-old wisdom, and I'm going to, probably get that laminated somewhere. So I want to tell you a story now about how I came to this part. About a year ago, I was in Mayor Pennington's office, and he and I were talking about an issue that at that time was just a concern to me as a person that voted, a citizen. And during the conversation, he said, well, I'm not going to run next year. And I said, well, I'll do it. And then I was like, I was looking around like, what? So anyway, time went on a week or two, and I started thinking about it more and more, and it kind of came to me that it was a logical consideration. So that's how I got here today. I hadn't really ever wanted to do it, but when the opportunity or the idea presented itself, it just seemed like a natural next thing to do for me. Amy, I love you. And Will and Anna and Cooper are in here. There they are. I've got a wonderful family, and one thing I won't ever do, the one thing I'm going to try to do the hardest is not to let that compromise the thing that Amy and I have been working on for 30 years. 10 is good friends, and 20 is husband and wife. I fell in love with Amy 20 years ago, but I loved her for 30. So that's always going to be my main thing. Joyce, Amber, Carter, Josh, Dustin, Stan. I've had a great support of people who came to me and asked to help me. And that makes it really easy. Like, you get an idea, you're going to do something, but you don't have to go out and say, hey, would you care to help me? Be like, no, I don't think so. You don't have to go through all that rejection. These people just came to me and offered, which is humbling. And I thank you all for the work. We've been meeting about 2 months every Monday night, and we'll continue to meet. Amy and I got here in '97 or something like that, and I've been involved in the community since I arrived. First Manchester Industrial Board, then other avenues of service. And you can ask Justin about my alderman stories. He says he's heard them all 2 or 3 times. So next is what I want to do is be Coffee County Mayor. What faces the next mayor is largely unchanged from that which faced David, Ray Johnson before him, and the mayors before them. It's managing it's wisely dispensing the good money of the taxpayers of Coffee County. That's the number one thing. Managing the way real estate is used is a close second. Planning commission, etc. That's a tough thing too, but mostly we've got to be careful how we spend money. My priorities are always going to be the safety of the public, education, and jobs. It sounds like a tired kind of thing, but really there's not much else that there is. If you can get that figured out, you've gone a long way to making sure everybody's pursuit of happiness is intact. When I was Chamber of Commerce president for 2 years, Susie, where are you, Susie? She encouraged me to do that. So anyway, we met with retail of all kind. I've been to all the retail conferences in Atlanta and Nashville, here and there, and I've got a pretty good grasp of what's going on there. I got some kind of grasp about what manufacturing is and can be. I think I've got an idea about that. One thing I'm doing right now I really like is with the Chamber of Commerce, and Martha is the chairman of the Education Committee, and her committee has been working on getting a 3D printer for the high school out here. I don't know if y'all know about that new technology. They're printing ears, they're printing prosthetics, printing bicycles, printing guns, all this in your home. Open source engineering is creating a world that I don't even know if we understand yet, where you don't have to work for IBM and out at the base. They don't own that idea anymore. We're all going to own it. Engineers are just putting it out there for use. And it's a crazy concept if you think about it. So anyway, I want Coffee County to have that 3D printer, if no other reason, just because we're first one to have it, the state, at a high school. Probably not, but I'm going to say that. And until somebody challenges it. But so those are sort of some pie-in-the-sky things I think about too, but who knows what that is in 10 years either. There are 4 or 5 issues that are in front of the county right now. Some property tax issues at Lakewood Park, which I think Mayor Pennington thinks he might be able to resolve someday soon, whatever that means in politics and government.
Leave it for you, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna work on it.
if you could get out quickly.
I got you a plan, Bill.
There you go. Okay, you can leave the plan. Right. I mean, what are the other things? Ambulance service, the correctional facility, the rock quarry. We got schools we've got to improve and maintain. These things don't go away and leave with each administration. Every mayor will put his or her ideas to them, push them forward, resolve them as they can. And I'm kind of happy that I get to make decisions on that. So now comes the part where I'm going to admonish the voters. Someone's going to be mayor next August. If you believe that it should be me, you must commit today to become involved in my campaign, which should also be your individual vision of how you want the county to go. Support me, support the idea that you have for the county. There's no greater responsibility to you, because from your effort to select someone to office comes the inevitable decisions that affect our lives day to day. When people say, why don't they do something? They is me. That's what we have to say. They is me. You can't say they didn't do this. Hey, you go do this. One time a lady came and said there was a cat problem in Manchester. She wanted the cat. Somebody needed to do something about the cats. I said, congratulations. And she said, what? I said, you're the president of the Cat Association. Call it what you want. That'll be it for a start. I mean, when we have something that we see that government can affect, you come to your government about it, and government's got to facilitate, but it's your effort too, and your good wisdom that you put forth that makes the best government. Yeah, the rest of that's just some more of that stuff. So I'll let that alone. I think y'all got the point on that. Well, I need that back. So now we'll talk about the potential of Coffee County. Every politician says our potential is great. Listen to these things and see if this is a homily or actual. We've got 3 industrial parks, interstate bisecting our county, 3 excellent school systems, a highly educated and motivated workforce, people that have family values that I'm going to say maybe aren't greater than anybody else's in the world, but nobody has better family values than we have, and community values. I was talking to Amy and I were doing some work this Saturday, and I saw a little girl, and I was like, dang, I think I know her. And maybe she was 12 or 14 now, but I'd coached her when she was 6 years old on a soccer team, Brad and I had. And if I hadn't coached that team, I never would have known that girl. Oh, she'd just been another passing by. I mean, that's community, is that. Like the effort that you do is because then you meet this person, that person. That's what, and we do it great here. What we've done with sportsmen and businessmen has taught me so much. Pete has taught me how to give back and how to do it, and it's been a wonderful thing. And that's why I like living here, really. So I want to be elected mayor in August of 14 to use my experience to build on the hard work that has come before me to more fully realize our great potential. Therefore, I'm announcing tonight my candidacy for Coffee County Mayor. Thank you all for listening.
So this is not the end. Y'all stick around. You can ask the candidate questions. We won't do that on the mic this evening, but have some food. Justin and Kiki and J&G are hosting this fine event here, and we appreciate that. And again, let's hear it again for Bill. Thank you for what you're going to do.
Thank you. All right. Okay, good. Can we